Welcome to another episode of Hard Truth Tuesday. I still don't know what I want to do with my hands. I know you're probably looking at the difference in the color here, but I'm actually mid makeup right now. And so I thought I would finish off my makeup with you guys, which is something I normally do when I'm live. But I feel like if I go live on Instagram, I never get off. So stay away, girlfriend. Well, I'm just gonna put this under here before I start. There are certain things I can multitask on. Makeup is not one of them. Oh shit, my lashes. Do you see what I mean? Oh my gosh. I would like to start by thanking the Academy. Okay, let's just blend this really well. First question is, should I keep dating my boyfriend even though I think about my ex at times? Well, it really does depend on what the thoughts are, right? So by that I mean that we carry memories from everybody in our life. Anybody that's played a part in our life, we carry those memories, whether it be exes or family or friends, whether people who are still in your life, people who aren't in your life, we always carry memories. And there might be triggers that remind you of that person or a time you guys spent together or something that you did. But if the memories are linked to you feeling like very regretful and you're missing the person and you're wishing it would work. If you're out with your partner now and you, like, let's say you guys hold hands, right? And the first thought that comes to your mind is, I remember when I used to hold my ex's hand like this. So you have nice hands. They're not like his, but they're hands, I guess, right? You just really want to go home. That's a problem. I really don't like these earrings. I like that better. If those are your thoughts, then you're clearly not over your ex. So you need to give yourself more time before you can even get into another relationship. It's not going to be to anybody's benefit. It's not going to be to the benefit of the guy who's in the relationship with you, who may turn to fall like madly in love with you. And then what happens then when you can't give him yourself fully because you're still attached to your past? So if the thoughts are wishing it was your ex, wanting it to work with your ex, you're not ready for this new relationship. If it's just a moment in time that triggers off a memory, I think that's very, very normal. Next question is, how do you really find peace with being single? Well, I don't really like the finding peace part because I feel like that's almost as if you're accepting this current moment in your life as something that's going to be forever. Like you're always going to be single. You're not always going to be single. I believe with every single fiber of my being that every single one of us has, I know I said every single twice, but it's just kind of driving this home. I feel like every single one of us, all of us have someone out there we're destined to be with. Okay, everybody. Every single person. I truly believe that. But it's about finding ourselves first, and then we're better able to recognize that person when they come into our life. The thing that makes it hard is that it seems like everybody around you starts getting into a relationship, is getting engaged, is getting married, is having kids. Everybody seems to be moving on. And then there you are just like fucking frosting some Cinnabons that you made for the 4th time in that day. There is no finish line and there is no expiration date. There is time. Everybody has their own individual journey to go on. Sometimes you meet your partner right away and then other times you really don't. Take this time to focus on you. Take this time to enjoy your own company, because god damn it, if you don't enjoy your own fucking single ass company, who the fuck's gonna come in and enjoy it with you? Who's gonna be able to appreciate who you are when you don't do that? Next question. What? God damn it, what question are we on? Are we on 3? You had one job. One job. I had to put you guys over there because I can't see what how I'm contouring my nose when you're right in front of my face. Next question. Does love really happen when you least expect it? I think in many ways love almost always happens when you least expect it. When you didn't expect to meet that person at the party, or you didn't expect to meet that person at a wedding or an event, or you didn't expect to go and then you did and then you met him. So I think a lot of times things happen when we least expect it, but you always have to be working towards it. And for me, I think the best way we can work towards finding love, expected or unexpected, would be by knowing what it is. Everybody has a certain understanding of what love really is. So what is love to you? Too often do we get into relationships where we think, oh, well, that's love, and it really isn't, but we think we found it, but we really didn't. Do you see how that just shrunk that? Okay, makeup is done, hair is good, teeth are whitened. Let's go to the next question while I'm revealing my blazer ensemble and whole fit with you guys. Are you ready? I don't think so. No, I really don't. Stop. Your views on sending nudes. I'm actually doing a girl talk, real talk about this subject this weekend, so please stand by for that. I don't think you guys can really get the effect of this ensemble until I come here, so let's get in here so you can really see it. This is it. Here's my ensemble for the day. These cute boots, can you see them? And this faux leather skirt that I got from Forever 21. This black turtleneck that I got from Love Culture. This blazer, which actually belonged to my mom. So, do you see? And then my hair, as you can see, is like this. Hello, my name is Faiza. You want my number? No. Because this is actually turns out to be a really good angle. I feel like you guys can see me best at this angle because this is what I look like. But when I turn the camera this way, who is that? Who is that? Really? Let's ask ourselves this question, shall we? Next question, how can I let him believe that I might leave him even though I'm not? Leave him. 100%. Leave his ass. Okay, because if you're going to have to start or even considering playing that type of game, then you're already in a relationship that's either broken or about to break. I remember doing that to leverage that kind of power over somebody because you figure, oh, I'll go ahead and threaten you with leaving in the hopes you'll change. Although the intention might be good, it is very passive aggressive. I would say if you're already even having to question that, then leave, because someone should have told my ass to fucking run at that point. Like, girl, stop trying to threaten to leave so he'll fucking change. He doesn't want to change. Fucking go. How can you tell your Muslim Arab parents that you have a boyfriend? You don't. You have to be very aware of what you're dealing with. Okay, be realistic about it. You cannot change your parents' perspective on things. It's not gonna like you're gonna snap your fingers and things are gonna be different. I think a lot of time Muslim families have this idea that dating equates sex and therefore it's a sin. Not all dating equates shish kebabbing, and if it does equate shish kebabbing, well then it's your choice. That's between you and God, you know? But your family doesn't need to know about it. I'm all for being truthful. I don't see any shame in dating. I used to, which was why I always tried to hide it and didn't want to say anything and didn't want to this and didn't want anybody knowing, or, you know, even though families found out and stuff. But still, it's like there was a lot of shame in it. So I think that if you can eliminate the shame in it, that is your strength. Doesn't mean that your family is going to see it the same way. So again, you got to be realistic about what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with a family that may necessarily understand it. Today, I'm going to put on the Victoria's Secret tees. Let's get it close so you can see. You can never have too much perfume. Maybe you can. I don't care. Okay, next. My boyfriend blocked me day after a car hit me while I was walking. Now only calls when he wants to. What to do? Boyfriend blocked me a day after a car hit me while I was walking. Now only calls when he wants. What to do? You were almost killed, and he doesn't think to call in and check in on you and thank God you're still alive. My advice would be to leave his ass. Clearly, he does not care about yours. I'm trying to shoot the answers for Hard Truth Tuesday, and my phone recorded it with no audio, so now I have to answer them all over again. Okay, that was like the fucking weirdest fucking transition. Please subscribe. I started recording it in the car, and then for some odd reason, like, my phone recorded like all the video but no audio. So I went just to go pick up some supplies, and which I'm sure I shot some of the stuff. I don't need audio for that, so you guys can see that. So I just figured I would just like sit on my like closet floor, which is one of my favorite things to do, mind you. Actually, it's kind of cold. And answer the rest of the questions. How would you tell your parents that you're not a virgin, or should you even? What's wrong with you guys? Do you have to tell a potential spouse about your past relationships if he doesn't ask? That's a really good question, and the answer is no. If somebody wants to share their past with you, whether it be with relationships or anything, they're going to share it with you, and that's going to be because they willingly do it themselves. They are the initiator. When it comes to somebody wanting to know your relationship past, I always question the reason this is being asked. All of us have a past, and I think that we should all share it with people we feel are worthy, and also in pieces, because when you share your past, you're sharing vulnerabilities that may and can possibly be used against you. Were this person to get angry, or were this person to be petty, or a fuckboy, or a fuckgirl. So I say share what you want to in pieces. But if the question about your past relationships comes up, I would question the reason why. In a situation like this, I would respond with, well, what would you like to know? Because if he says, well, I was just wondering why your past relationship ended, I think that's a very logical question. Do I think it's an appropriate question to ask? I don't feel it's an inappropriate question to ask. I think where it becomes inappropriate is depending on how he answers that. Like, well, I was just wondering how many other guys you've been with, or how many other relationships have you had? How many, people have you shish kebabbed? Shit like that. I think that becomes very, very intrusive, very disrespectful, and it tells me, or gives off the impression that you are there to judge that person. So give yourself in pieces and share what you want to. Next question. I'm kind of liking the closet. I feel like, what is this pink hanger doing here? What are you? Goodbye. Ugh. Oh my god, there's more. Okay, we're good. Can we really give up everything for someone and then expect nothing in return? I have a deep problem with the beginning part of this question, and that is, can we really give up everything? Why would you ever give anybody everything of you, about you, who you are? If you give every part of you, then that means you value no part of you. That you're so willing to just give it all away to somebody. What part of you is left for you? You should always keep 80% of you with you. You give the other 10% to your partner, and you give the other 10% to your children, human or furry. So no, you should never give everything you are to anyone. Should you double text someone who left you on scene? Should you boil a big pot of water and then put your hands in it? No. What's the first thing we should look for in a guy? Love this question. I think what anybody should look for when it comes to a partner is somebody who respects you. And that's the foundation of any relationship, because if somebody respects you, then they will listen to you, they'll communicate with you, they will take into consideration your feelings, they'll compromise. But one of the major parts of respect, okay, is the ability to listen to one another. You know, we have an outer ear, we have an inner ear. The outer ear, a lot of shit dodges, it just bounces right off, okay? It doesn't really go in. And then we have the inner ear. That one rarely works for a great many. Someone who can listen to you. Very, 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 very important. I think the best way to find out whether or not you're with somebody who truly respects you would be to have a conversation with this person, and then mid-conversation, stop and say, oh, wait, what was I just saying? I'm sorry, I totally forgot. If he can pick up that conversation because he was listening to what you were saying, that's someone worth investing more time in. That's it for this week's episode of Hard Truth Tuesday. I don't know what I just did, but maybe that might stick. I don't know. Comment your thoughts below about what you thought about this, or if you don't agree with something I said, come on, let's do it. Down below. That sounded really threatening. Wasn't meant to be. I love you. If you enjoyed any part of this video, please make sure to click that subscribe button, okay? And turn on your post notifications, or whatever it's called on here. Turn on your notifications so that you never miss a video. Also, regarding the nudes video, that sounded really fucking weird. That will be for this week's episode of Girl Talk Real Talk, which is returning this Friday. That's it for today, guys. I love you. I hope you have a great day. And remember, stay flirty, fearless, and fabulous.